Welcome. Self-justice presents litigation abuse, which one form of coercive control. Coercive control is widely recognized by experts as the core framework and foundation of most intimate partner violence. Rather than isolated physical fights, it is an ongoing strategy of intimidation, isolation, and manipulation used to strip away the victim's autonomy and trap them in an unequal power dynamic. Once someone separates from an abusive spouse or partner, the abuser may try to keep power and control over the victim by misusing the court system to continue the abuse. Abusers typically have lawyers, whereas victims are often self-represent for financial reasons. Not only are the ex-spouses or partners involved in the post-separation abuse, but lawyers and judges often perpetuate the abuse through the mistreatment of self-represented litigants. Although both have a duty to accommodate self-represented parties, this often does not occur in practice. Aggressive or unethical lawyers facilitate the abuse. They take advantage of the self-represented litigant's lack of procedural knowledge. They may enable the abuser by filing frivolous, meritless motions, intentionally delaying proceedings, or using the discovery process to bombard the victim with excessive demands. These excessive demands may include asking for information the self-rep may not be required to provide. They often threaten the self-rep with court costs to discourage them from doing motions they do not want them to do. Judges often perpetuate or fail to stop litigation abuse through several systemic and procedural blind spots. Judges often favor represented parties. Conferences are often one-sided, with judges bowing to their lawyer colleagues. Judges sometimes mislead self-reps at conferences by refusing to make procedural orders even though they readily make them when asked by lawyers. The abusers may continually email or text the victim, justifying contact as necessary for the sake of the kids. They may consult with every family law lawyer in their area, effectively creating a conflict of interest that prevents the victim from obtaining local legal advice. Litigation abuse occurs when the court process is used to pressure, intimidate, or gain an unfair advantage rather than resolve the dispute on its merits. Threats to destroy the value of a jointly owned asset in order to force a discounted settlement may be evidence of abusive litigation tactics. Misrepresenting the value of assets or withholding material information during settlement negotiations can undermine the fairness of the process. Broad releases combined with pressure to settle may prevent a party from pursuing legitimate future claims. Meritless motions, unnecessary delays, excessive disclosure demands, and repeated threats of costs can be used to wear down a self-represented litigant. Self-represented litigants may be particularly vulnerable when procedural rules are used as a tactical advantage rather than to promote the fair administration of justice. Courts have an important role in identifying and preventing litigation abuse to ensure proceedings remain fair, proportionate, and focused on the merits. Litigation abuse should be assessed based on the overall pattern of conduct rather than any single act in isolation. Thank you for listening. Check us out at selfjustice.ca for more free legal resources for self-represented parties.